Before the video starts, I have a few things to say first real quick. Despite its long runtime, there isn't really much visual stimulation. Preferably, if you're looking for some good background noise or maybe something to just pass the time, great. And of course, this is all just our opinions. We aren't saying what is definitely the best map or the worst map. We're just having fun. And lastly, the audio levels are a little all over the place. And I did my best to make it as even as possible, but it's not perfect. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video, and take care, everyone.
We're going to do a group ranking where we're going to go campaign by campaign, and we're going to kind of try to discuss and agree where we think these maps belong, and hopefully we'll get through this cohesively without too big of a
So, do we want to
an anger.
go in order of campaigns or just left to right?
I think we should do an order.
Okay, if we're going to do an order, I have a I'm going to get very competitive here.
Well, without if there's any questions, I guess we can start right now.
No, I think we're good.
All right. So, No Mercy. I think it's pretty obvious.
I think No Mercy is the best campaign.
Agreed.
Honestly,
I think
I don't see any flaws, to be honest. Well, yeah, no. Yeah, just
if we're all in agreement, then I guess No
all
Mercy
right,
goes straight up to S.
This year is going pretty well so far.
We're off to a wonderful start.
Well, when I play, I don't really get to a part where I'm kind of frustrated or I'm not looking forward to it, and the hospital level is pretty iconic anyway. So
yeah. All right. We're off to a fantastic start.
All right. Crash Course. B. I don't know.
Should we have like an order of who speaks first for this? Should we just go like in the VC order?
Nah, we're fine.
Well, maybe later when we get to Cold Stream, maybe. But right now, I think we're pretty good.
Honestly, I know the whole point of Crash Course is that it's supposed to be short, but I feel like it's just very average as a campaign. I would probably put it. I think it's average. It's not terrible, but it's not amazing either. I would put it like in B tier.
Yeah, it's middle of the road.
I agree.
Nick, do you have any opinions on Crash Course?
It was pretty good.
Okay. Where would you put it?
C for Crash Course, obviously.
Honestly, he's got a point.
No.
Well, I will say the finale can get a little frustrating sometimes with the spawns.
Yeah.
But...
And I also find it really bullshit.
Yeah.
I find it really bullshit that activating that generator doesn't. If you have adrenaline, doesn't work on that generator in the finale.
Oh yeah.
Which is really stupid.
Yeah, and just like it's a two-parter, so if you fail the finale, you gotta go back to
you basically halfway through the campaign.
So it's whatever. I mean, they talk about Steam and FedEx, so that's pretty cool.
Well, FedEx. I don't think I've heard of this.
Or no. Francis just said he was a delivery guy. Then someone made fun of his like khaki shorts and he beat him up.
Oh my god! All right, well, you learned something new.
So, Crash Course.
I think B is a good place for it.
Yeah, I think B is good.
Man, I think we should rename these. Be more funny. Be more accurate.
When we get to a map we really don't like or feel really hatred over, we'll rename a tier for it.
I like it. I like the town. It's pretty cool. It's really it's vibe, I guess.
I don't really have any like negative feel. Honestly, with all the Left 4 Dead 1 maps, I think are like either in B or A tier just because I don't think any of them are like too offensive, and I think they're all pretty different from one another, and they all have like different set pieces that they feel unique enough without what's it called, without feeling like stale or repetitive. I mean, except for Crash Course. I think Crash Course basically just feels like No
Yeah.
Mercy 2, even if it is supposed to be that. But regardless, like I think the first chapter, Death Toll is really iconic. I think the third chapter is also really cool, especially because what's it called? The church is probably the most iconic like middle chapter of any of the Left 4 Dead 1 campaigns.
It's got the scout from Team Fortress 2 in it, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Cool reference.
And the finale is also pretty good, I think.
Not much to complain except when a tank throws me into the water, but I think
Yeah.
other than that, it's pretty good.
I think the crane, not the crane, the forklift crescendo, where you have to go up the ramp, is a bit annoying sometimes. though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do think I do think it's a little excessive with its spawns,
It's
especially because
tolerated,
you have to no, it's
Skill
kind of
issue.
bullshit because you have to go you have to funnel through a really tight corridor, and then you have to go up these stairs, and then you gotta
You don't have like a
go
pipe bomb or
around.
anything. You're kind of
Nah,
messed
I'm about
up.
to funnel through something tight on you, bro.
That's
Okay,
not one,
so
that's not one in the video.
Oh.
I would
Maybe as
say
an
Death
extended
Toll.
cut.
Use AI and just make it sound like I said something smart.
I think Death Toll could go in A tier. I want to say.
It's definitely better than Crash Course. I'll say that
Yeah, I think A is fine.
because we
I think
replay the tool a lot.
Yeah, we do.
Mm-hmm.
I think A's fine, and if we don't agree later, like if we think other maps are better than it, then we can put it lower A, and if we feel like once we have a better list, we can move it down to B.
I
Dead
want to
ass.
say S. Dead ass.
I do, honestly.
Oh, okay. Okay, I want to hear this. I actually want to hear your guys' reasoning.
Airport.
I'm just curious.
Well,
Okay,
Airport security.
before I do want to say this. I don't like how there's not really a lead into it. Like you start off in the building,
Mhm.
and it just like it doesn't make sense going from Death Toll to that. But it's just fun going through the apartments and then the rooftops, back into the offices, back onto the main street, and then the airport. Like I don't know, it's
You know what?
fun.
You make a pretty good case.
Uh,
I didn't think about that. There is a lot of verticality in that map, and I think that's really cool.
the
Or in
one
that campaign,
thing
rather.
I would say, like, the final can be kind of annoying sometimes, just because it's like you don't really have. Okay. You don't really have anywhere safe to go, but at the same time, that is the point. So I guess I can't really say it's a negative per
Mhm.
se.
My only negatives with Dead Air is definitely the airport crescendo. I hate that crescendo so much because I feel like
you're forced into it.
not only the problem isn't that you're forced into it, it's the least enjoyable one to progress. At least with the Left 4 Dead 2 Special Infected, it makes it incredibly annoying because
Yeah.
you're
Makes it
constantly
harder.
pushing forward. I think the problem is there's zombie spawns behind you and in front of you, and the spitter especially will mess you up. Like basically, like if you move forward or back, you're stuck because you have infected behind you, ahead of you. If you get hit by a jockey, that can set you back a lot. And if you get charged, obviously, that's a huge setback. And honestly, like
Yeah.
I've just never liked that crescendo, even in Left 4 Dead 1. But it gets really worse, I think, with the Left 4 Dead 2 Special Infected. But that's the only like negative I have with it.
Yeah, you can really
Really.
get kind
Mhm.
of stuck when you're and they spawn so much and there's not really a stop, so you just kind of get wedged in a corner until you die or a spitter comes. But I will say I do have a soft spot for like airport apocalyptic settings for some reason. I don't know, just seeing
Yeah,
it
no,
like
I think the aesthetic is really good.
an empty airport is just like uncanny in a good way. So
Yeah.
Uh,
I
yeah,
can agree with S. I don't have an issue with that.
I say S, but it's not ahead of No Mercy. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
I have a mod when the plane crashes, and it's the Watcher Jet guy. So
Pretty baller. Blood Harvest.
that's right.
Harvesting the blood.
I only like it because you can cheese the ending.
But even then, like even if you don't choose the ending, I think, not counting No Mercy, it is one of the. It's probably my second favorite finale because I think the house in a corn maze, not corn maze, my bad, in a cornfield
Cornfield.
is just
True.
really really cool. I don't know, like
Yeah.
the vibe, like because all the Left 4 Dead 1 campaigns are supposed to be like, you know, like movie parodies. I think Blood Harvest does that theme the best, aside from No Mercy, because No Mercy, you know, hospital, city, zombies. I think no Blood Harvest is like the one that does it the second best, in my opinion.
So that's all right. I think for me, I think it's kind of long. I just kind of just stop thinking, and it's just like, wow, we're still on this map. But that's just me. I'm trying to think.
I always forget. Is Blood Harvest 4 or 5
I
chapters?
think it's 5.
Okay,
Correct me if
because
I'm wrong.
I don't
Yeah.
every single time. I love Blood Harvest. I think it's a great campaign, but the biggest problem I have with it is that I always forget. I think about chapter 3 or 4, unless 4 is the finale. I don't know. I always forget about the chapter right before the finale because it
Yeah.
doesn't feel like the most cohesive connection, in my opinion.
That
It
train
also doesn't
bridge
help
is
that
alright.
it reuses the train car from Death Toll, so it's like,
True.
I don't know.
I guess it's got a movie reference with the lawnmower in the basement. That's pretty cool. I think it's a reference to something, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
Honestly, I would put it in A.
Yeah, I think A is inoffensive.
Do we want to say it's better than Death Toll, or because I'm kind of
I
Nah, fucking sucks.
I think it is, honestly.
Yeah, I
It,
think it's a little bit better than Death Toll.
it's a nice break
true,
from just City, which this
true,
first
yeah.
game had a lot of.
It's more uh, rural,
Royal?
Rural.
rural,
His inner dog. He got that dog in him.
whatever, rural. Fucking dumb word. Anyway,
My only little gripe with the map is just that little crescendo event when you jump out the window and you need like
Yeah.
everyone to be there. Because one
yeah.
Oh
person
yeah,
could just
the push to the
accidentally
train
activate
cart.
it. Yeah.
Oops.
Guys, this way. Horde noises.
Though it is really funny if you throw a mobile at the very bottom, like out over the rails because all the zombies just jump off.
Yeah.
The sacrifice.
Old
Ooh,
stream.
the sacrifice.
Final answer.
Honestly,
Yeah, you're right. No, I'm kidding. I kind of like it and I kind of don't. I guess story wise and the music, especially in the beginning, I love it so much. But
I want to say S tier, but at the same time, I feel like it's A tier. It's so hard to like say it's one or the other. Like
hmm.
it did. I don't know. It was just different having to like actually lose a team member to actually canonically beat the campaign.
you gotta defend them while they get there. While there's like 3 tanks, so
Yeah.
I
Here's
think
why I really like the sacrifice. Unless you want to finish your thought, Cody.
I was just gonna say like I think it really pushed like the teamwork like idea a lot. Um I will say though, the mill where you have to climb up the sand, fuck that.
yeah.
Yeah, I do think that part is really stupid. I really like aspects of the sacrifice because I think it's the only Left 4 Dead 1 campaign that has as many scripted events, I think. Like, for example,
Hmm.
like you're always gonna deal with a tank on what is it, the second chapter?
Yeah.
Um,
And
like
yeah.
that, like so you always know that there's going to be a tank at one point in that campaign, and as you're making your way to that event, you are looking around for items, and I think that's one of the most important things that a campaign can make you do is actually scavenge for resources because you're trying to prepare for something that is going to be rather
Mhm.
difficult.
Good point.
I like that a lot. That said, I do agree that the that climbing up the sand to go across to the boat is really really dumb. Even like I don't know. I feel like the crows learning a whole horde is just kind of like
It
that.
is kind
That's
of
too
dumb.
wacky. It's super wacky. But honestly, I really like the atmosphere of the sacrifice, and I love the aesthetic.
Yeah.
I love going across like the ports and like seeing all these different like boats either just like broken down or like left behind because they're not viable long term. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's really cool, and there's a lot of really awesome like storytelling in the in the architecture of the map, like the tank being locked in the boxcar. Like,
And it's all bloody and
how
icky
did that
and
happen?
yeah.
Like, and also the finale is really really cool. I think that forcing someone to have to sacrifice himself is really interesting, especially because if they go down, you have no choice but to go down and either try to revive them or
Mhm.
complete the finale yourself. So it really does push that teamwork element because if you don't, it's going to be a domino effect until there's one person left, and if there's one person left, you can't finish the campaign. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
rip.
I
I
will.
think
Oh,
for me, it's either high A tier or low S tier.
Yeah, I
I
can
want to
agree
say
with
high
that.
A because like it's really good, but I'm not. I don't really play it all the time. And I will say, and this is kind of a little Easter egg that I didn't really think of before, but in the poster, you can see kind of the sun's like over Bill's head, and it kind of
Mhm.
symbolizes. And I thought, it's yeah, it's pretty cool.
Hey yo, symbolicness. Well, I would say it's low S. So Nick, you're the tiebreaker here.
Gold
Yeah,
Stream.
it's okay. It's okay.
Where would you put it? High A or low S?
I fucking hate old people, so high A.
Yeah, fair
Okay,
enough.
so
I'm
high
just
A it
kidding.
is.
Yeah, high A.
Yeah, I like it. I just don't play it that
Yeah,
much, but
I can't complain about that.
Yeah, I hate
it is
having to kill
really good,
myself for my team, bro.
honestly.
Even though I always pick Bill, so I'm the one who has to do it.
The
Exactly.
Last Stand. It's all right.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've not played this one enough to really judge, but just from what I remember, I would say low A or high B.
I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
It was. I think my biggest gripe sometimes is the finale. I think when we played, we had to restart a few times just because of, I think, just how the spawns were, and you're pretty open, and
Where's this
you're
one
you're
again?
you're,
Oh
you're,
yeah, this
you're
one.
next to a cliff as well, and you have to like, especially get more gasoline or whatever. You have to go really far away from everyone. So that's kind of
Yeah.
sus. But
Yeah, I do think that gas can finales are my least favorite, just because they're I don't know fucking payday 2 drill vibes. Like, how the fuck does a generator run out of power if it's been up for that long? Like,
true.
fucking kidding me? Who has gas like on a lighthouse like at the very bottom of the hill? That seems kind of productive to me.
In the like on the
Honestly.
beach too. Like you guys like put that there.
If the gas cans were more like we're closer to one another, bi- just like a little bit, because I think some of the spots that they can be in are just way too far. Like if you're not playing with friends, you can't do that with randoms. Like you have to go by yourself, and you're gambling at that point whether you get incapped or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not the most cohesive like I don't know. Like the first two chapters are really fucking good, but like the final is kind of like I don't know. It kind of breaks it for me. So I would say like low A, high
Isn't
B maybe.
isn't the Last Stand 2 chapters?
No, it's 3.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
I didn't know. I don't remember. Well then,
I don't know.
interesting.
I respect all
Yeah,
of the
I don't like the finale though.
references and whatnot, but I mean, to me, I just kind of forget of what happened sometimes.
Yeah.
It just kind
I'm,
of.
I may not like the finale, but I do gotta admit that tank remix goes hard.
And apparently that
Yeah.
that remix was made like 10 years ago or something. And
Yeah, it was a
and
fan
Val
made
was like,
thing.
can we
Dude.
borrow this?
I
Okay.
remember when I found that on YouTube. I thought that shit went so hard.
Okay, I'm actually gonna say something that might. I think I like it over Crash Course, honestly.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue on with this.
Why'd you move him?
I just moved him.
I mean, I gotta agree with Cody. I think it's higher
I
than
think it's a
Crash
little bit
Course.
better than Crash Course, yeah.
I
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know, something about it.
It's
It just makes me feel some kind of way.
exactly so. Just get up there. All right.
Also, all the unique weapons are really cool. Like all like the reskins look nice.
I kind of forget because I use
Yeah.
mods.
Yeah, and,
So.
and plus it brought in a lot of cut stuff
Yeah, true.
That's true.
and new stuff as well.
And it was a pretty big update. They brought back all the CS weapons for everyone and not just Germany. And speaking of generators, we're on to Dead Center.
Dead Center.
Even though it's a car, but
yeah.
still.
Your mom's car. Final answer.
That's a good one.
Honestly.
Hold on. Sorry, Bill.
Look, I gotta say it. I like Dead Center, but I don't think it's great. Like, I think it's great. I don't think it's perfect. Like, I wouldn't put it in S tier. I would put it somewhere into A or high B.
It's a good start, like a good starting map. It kind of.
Oh yeah, no like
Yeah.
I think as a story, it's a fantastic start. I mean, roof of a burning building. You fight your way to the bottom. You go through like just like parts of the city into a mall. No, first you go into a gun shop, then you go into a mall, and then you go toward through the mall, obviously, and then you do the finale in the, I guess, like main area of the mall, and I think that's really cool. Like, I love the whole vibe of Dead Center.
And it's like an even bigger parody too on horror films because it's a
Yeah,
it's a mall.
malls, gun shops, burning buildings, like
Cola. It's all there.
cola.
I don't know. Like I love it, but at the same time, it's like little bits that are kind of like knock it down for me. Like I don't
Yeah.
know, like it kind of feels long at times.
Yeah,
Yeah, it can. It can.
I do think
Drag
it
on.
could have been 8 chapters shorter.
Yeah. I say high A.
My this is such a stupid nitpick. My nitpick with it is the fact that in chapter 2 you can get tier 2s literally right before the gun shop. Like, the whole point of the gun shop is, oh my god, not only do you get tier 2 weapons, but you can pick any tier 2 weapon you want. But like literally right before the gun shop, you can get a tier 2 weapon. And it's like, okay, well, that's cool. Because
Alright.
there's usually a witch in that area anyways.
Yeah.
That's it.
The finale's all right, but like on higher difficulties, it
Fuck.
can just feel like such a slog because it's just
Yeah.
you're forced to separate and just you want to be fast before the tank arrives. So you might shoot a gas can by accident, a gas can that's in the middle of other gas cans by the car, but because of the fire. But I mean, I think it's a. It is like A tier, but I don't know where I want to put it. Like either before or after Blood Harvest.
Hmm. Um I don't know, because I really like the vibe of Death Center, but I think like as a whole experience, I prefer Blood Harvest just because I do agree the finale can be kind of AIDS depending on the difficulty, or just RNG can fuck you over.
Yeah. Hmm. This is such a choice. I don't know.
Well, Cody and Nick, what do you guys think?
I said my piece. I think. See, it's hard because I want to say above sacrifice, but at the same time, it's kind of hard to like justify it. I guess
Yeah.
it's definitely A tier. That's for sure. I just don't know where.
Hmm.
What
That
about
sucks.
you?
I hate everything about it.
Nick only likes Coldstream.
Yeah.
Well,
That's what he's doing.
CS:GO
He's
knife.
playing the bit. He's playing the very long game.
No, I'm not. I'm
until
just
we get
sitting
to
here.
cold
I'm just.
stream.
I don't even know what to say most of the time because all of you just say it anyways.
Okay. Just. I want to say we played Death Center a bit more than Blood Harvest. I feel like so maybe
Yeah, we
just
do.
by a smidge, it's a bit better than Blood
Yeah.
Harvest. Just
And
because we
I kind of
played.
like it just. I
You
kind
know
of
what?
like it just
That's
because they
fair.
don't have like. It's because they just don't have like names for the special infected yet until you reach the bottom of the.
It's the one that
Savannah.
runs at you.
The one that runs it.
I really wish they kept like
Jumper.
that bit. I wish they kept those in for like at least till the second campaign or something.
True.
Yeah.
dude.
Instead of like right off the bat or something, or at
Yeah,
least like near the end.
as you encounter them, like literally, you're fucking fighting off the like you're in the middle of escaping the building, and you kill a charger. I think they call those chargers. Like, bitch.
Okay,
Like,
you just found that out.
It would have been really cool if they kept them at least halfway through the campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least, if not
Batty.
a whole campaign.
I will say one
And
of the
bitch.
biggest ups is they have Coach. So
Go.
Ooh.
Yeah.
best character.
I love how Coach just calls witches bitches sometimes.
Bitch.
A hero.
Oh, he still
bitch.
does that after the campaign
Bitch.
too.
Yeah.
I see
He's
that
like,
bitch.
nah, dude, that's too good. I gotta keep that one up, brothers.
I'm gonna put that on the soundboard. The passing. I will say, first thing,
The pissing.
I love the safe room music. It's one of the best ones I think ever.
Yeah.
And I guess I guess the vibe is supposed to be in Georgia still, like around Atlanta.
I really like the atmosphere in the passing a lot. I think it
Yeah.
really sells its atmosphere.
especially
Yeah.
the organ and stuff. I kind of like that.
Yeah, the music's really good in the passing. To be fair though, I feel like the music is really really good in the DLC. Well, it was the only DLC for it's the only real DLC for Left 4 Dead 2, but
True.
like the music in the passing is just really good, and I think it won that because it was a DLC, so it got more love as opposed to the batch of maps that it launched with.
Yeah. I like the different locations. Like you go into a bar, into like the quote unquote underground museum thing, and a freaking wedding. Like
And the
I think-
sewer.
Oh yeah, no, the Bright Witch is a really cool thing. Like that's another case of environmental storytelling that I think is really awesome.
and they have zombies in suits and dresses. I mean, like, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the sewers are what kills it for me.
Oh, true.
Like they're not terrible, but they're just like really annoying to get through.
You're slow in the water, and especially during a swarm, like during, you have to like.
Bro's just mad that he mistook a piece of turd for a candy bar.
Oh man, I found a candy bar. Oh, false alarm.
Yeah, but I agree. Like, cause it'll have crescendos, and you can just lag behind in water, and it's not fun.
Nah, just get adrenaline.
True, and it's the first time that these two sets of characters meet for the first time.
Well,
and
last time too.
Or first and
Yeah.
last, actually. Yeah, you're
Their
right.
their interactions are amazing. I will say
I
that.
love
True.
The amount of
Yeah.
interactions there are, and like the fact that you only get like a random amount of them during like at the beginning of the first chapter and during the finale, I think is really cool because it really makes every playthrough that much more unique.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it has some character development too, especially for Zoe. Like she's more kind of not like quote unquote naive and just kind of more cautious about them. You know.
Yeah. Ironic. She didn't like Bill for that. And slowly but surely she takes the role of leader and understands what it's like to have to turn away people or not help others.
She turned into an old person. Wow.
Damn
She
it,
grew
Zoe.
like 20 years.
Yeah.
And also, this whole map just indicates of passing the torch on to the Left 4
True,
Dead cast.
exactly.
Yo,
Yeah.
true, because the passing has double meaning, and that's really
Oh,
awesome.
shit.
The
I never
pristine-
thought of that actually.
Also,
Wow.
this map has the hit song "Save Me Some Sugar" by the Midnight Riders. Everybody, save me some sugar. Fuck. Sorry, I don't know why I
Natural
said fuck.
scream.
Whoa!
Just because of right rate. No, I'm kidding. I was
Put it
kidding.
full screen.
Oh shit, where am I gonna put it?
I think we've praised it a lot, with the only real negative being the sewers. I want to say high A.
Yeah.
Maybe. Uh,
I
want to stick it in the middle? Or...
I want to say above Sacrifice, but
I do think it's on par with the sacrifice, and depending on the argument, it's on par with the sacrifice. But I have to say, just like all the extra details that you get from it being on Left 4 Dead 2 specifically, makes it a little bit better than the sacrifice.
I will say,
Yeah.
I mean, Sacrifice is really good, but you can see the Midnight Riders, so
They're
That
not
should-
dead. Left 4 Dead 3 win, boy.
true.
Let's
So,
go.
like, I want to put it just below the Sacrifice. Actually, damn, do I?
Well, Nick, what do you think?
I think maybe put in between Sacrifice and Dead Center.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're
'Cause, I mean,
we're
the
mostly
finale
in agreement.
Yeah, because the finale is literally just
Oh,
what we did in the first
the
game.
finale! I forgot.
Finale.
I hate it.
Yeah.
The finale's all right.
It's
not
just
the best. It's not
Generator
the worst.
Simulator, and again, if you stray
Yeah.
off too much, you're fucking dead. Sorry, you're
Yeah.
freaking dead. Gotta censor myself there. So, yeah, I think
I
it's.
got you.
Thanks. Okay, so let me just take that clip. All right, but
Yeah,
I
no,
think it's good.
the finale kind of sucks.
Dark Carnival. I think we already.
S tier. S
Yeah.
tier.
Yeah.
Even
This
if-
map. I'm kidding.
Sure,
I mean-
Into the mic.
the roller
okay, look,
coaster
I
bit.
will say-
but other than
I
that,
really don't like the crescendos in this map. I don't like any of them. But I think it is definitely the wackiest and of the Left 4 Dead 2 campaigns, probably of all the campaigns. But it's I don't know. Like the theme of the map and the direction is really really good because it is so consistent. I think it is the most consistent Left 4 Dead 2 campaign in terms of its art direction, and the
Yeah.
finale is also really. The finale is really fucking awesome.
I think in terms of Left 4 Dead 2 campaigns, the like setting is the most unique.
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
And it's
So I think
it's,
that definitely helps.
it's nighttime too, which people like.
I mean, it's 5 o'clock. That's basically nighttime.
Dang, you're right.
I think S tier behind No Mercy. I think it fits.
I like it. I have to
Yeah.
agree with Ray. It's like the crescendo to go inside the concert. I think it's just it like
It just gets
It
too
ha-
accurate.
it's a mixed bag.
It has the problem of Death Toll, with that crescendo with just like
Just
Too
endless
narrow and
spawns.
just
Yeah.
endless spawns.
And
You know it's bad when you get to the safe room and you can see the zombies spawn.
they spawn in the
That's
safe
not-
room, and it's just like, oh, where do you come from?
Honestly,
But you can, freaking what are they called? I forget their
What?
names. What the fuck? The band, Midnight Riders. How did I
Riders?
forget? I don't know. They're pretty cool too. Even though they fake their songs, they lip sync, but still, I think they're pretty cool.
yeah.
I mean, there's nothing more badass than killing zombies while you listen to rock music. Like, I think that's
One
pretty
Bad
good.
Tank. I mean, come on.
Oh, also the tank themes. I forgot about those because I have
Yeah.
freaking Bionicle music over the finale. But yeah, no, the tank themes are really cool because they're unique. And also, I can't believe we forgot to mention this, but it's awesome that there's actual mini games around the carnival.
yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
fact that you
I
can
didn't-
interact with them is awesome because there's
I
not
didn't
like
know
it,
that.
like the what's it called, the shooting gallery to get the gnome. You can do the whack-a-mole. You can do the test your strength gimmick, and I'm pretty sure there's
Popicons.
one more. I can't remember.
You said whack-a-mole already.
Yeah, maybe I did get them all, but either way, like it's cool that you have all those. I mean, like
Interact with
technically you could count the slides because like you can actually go down them, which is
Yeah.
it's funny.
Going down a slide.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Also, Kittyland.
I like Kittyland. I used to hate the
Yeah, I used to
merry-go-round
go there when I was a kid.
ending, but not so much anymore because you can just kind of speed run through it now.
Yeah.
It feels easier than when I was younger. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, it's weird. It feels easier than we were younger, but the fuck, whoopsies. But the fucking, but the to the concert feels harder. I don't know how. Like when I
Yeah.
was a
Maybe
kid, I never had an issue with the concert crescendo.
I guess
Honestly.
maybe they just tampered with spawns
Maybe.
with previous previous updates. I guess I don't know.
That's what
True.
I'm wondering. I think S tier behind No Mercy. I think that's a good spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. All right, so Swamp Fever.
Oh,
It used to be my least favorite, but as I got older, I don't know.
The
It's
ending's
just
pretty cool.
yeah. And what, Cody? You had like lore or something? We know it was Duck Dynasty. Never mind.
oh my god! Don't bring that up. I hate that fact. No,
Anyway,
I think it's not really apparent where you need to go. Like even though we've played it
Yes.
so many times,
Yeah,
it's still
yeah,
hard
it
for
is,
me to
like,
like
hella
know.
open.
Yeah, it's like I don't know where to go exactly, even though we played it so many times, and I get lost so easily.
You
It's
do
funny.
get lost so
Um,
easily. I
You
also
have
find
to.
it really weird that there's a crescendo event with a plane that missed the Pentagon. Like that's really. Oh wait, shit.
That Mr. Pentagon. Boo!
Why you fool me? I'm right.
I find it really
Pentagon,
weird that the plane that
boo.
missed the Pentagon is. I don't know what happened there. I think the FBI silenced me for a second.
No way.
Dude, nice
Uh,
reference. Anyway, I don't know. It's just kind of boring. It's really green. Well, that's very like bare bones criticism, but I don't know. I just kind of find it really boring for
Yeah.
some reason.
Yeah.
It is the least interesting of all the Left 4 Dead 2 maps because it's the same like 3 colors.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
mute colors too. Like
Yeah,
at least
like
with the
brown,
passing,
dark
it had
green,
bright
brown,
lights.
dark green,
and gray.
darkish gray blue.
Zombies throw poop at you. I mean, like what the heck? Valve,
Yeah,
okay.
fuck those guys.
Not much.
Boo, poop guys.
Weren't they introduced with this map?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck those guys.
Boo.
I'd be minding my own business and they're like in the water and they decide to swipe at me and my whole screen is covered in shit for no reason. I hate the fact that they crawl on all fours too and they
They, like-
submerge themselves in the water.
Yeah.
They're
But the
they're
ending is
interesting
nice though.
characters.
It literally feels rewarding, only to get off this fucking shithole of a map.
Yeah.
I don't think
I-
Nick finally had something to say.
Dude,
had
he
something
went
to get
off on the-
his chest.
He went up
Yeah,
on the
bro.
crawlers. Oh my god.
I'm tired. I'm tired. This map sucks.
I want to like. It's not the worst, because I mean, wait. Oh, there it is. It's just, I'll play it, but
Okay.
Yes, yeah, I agree with that. Put that shit in D tier.
For dick.
Anyway, hard
Hard
rain.
Weenie.
Hard
What?
stream.
Yeah, hard stream. That's what happens when I go to the bathroom.
Pissed harder to get back to gaming.
I think Hard Rain's an S tier map or campaign. I keep saying maps because I think of fucking Call of Duty Zombies.
I
Bruh.
I love it, but I think it might be a high A, just because
Yeah.
some like especially when okay, well, I guess they could well, I can't even form a sentence. All right, so first thing, I love the atmosphere. I don't know, I just love rain. Rain's pretty cool. I love storms. It's in Mississippi, I guess. I don't know, but I just like the vibe and how it starts off in daytime, and then it just gets darker, and it rains, and you have to go all the way back. So, I think that's kind of a cool concept. 'Cause I don't think like
No.
a map had it where it's just you go and then you come back. So that was pretty
Yeah.
cool. I love Bird Tank. I kind of wish it was real. Kind of hungry right now. I love the guitar. It's pretty cool. But I don't like how towards the end everything gets flooded. So you have to find well
It reminds you of where you came from,
yeah
and you have to like elevate yourself. Because once you go in that water, bro, the poo
yeah
monsters
yeah
come and get you.
yeah. I don't know.
I
It's
don't think they're
just
on that map though. Were they added?
for which one?
Hard Rain, the Mudmen?
No,
They're
it's
not
just
on that
Swamp
map, are they?
Fever.
Oh, okay.
Hard Rain had the construction workers, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, the construction workers that weren't programmed correctly because even if you throw a mobile, they're programmed to think it's like a pipe bomb, so they don't actually go for
Broken noses. I don't
Yeah,
know.
they just lose all the scent
it. Broken.
and their noses as well.
Yeah, but
I really like Hard Rain for the same reasons, but the coolest part is I think the backtracking. It's the most unique of the Left 4 Dead 2 campaigns. I think that's for sure because of the whole backtracking aspect, which a lot of people would say is a negative, but the fact that there's a difference when you come back is really cool, and the fact that any supplies you leave in a safe room carry across chapters make you have to actually think about possibly leaving behind some things because you're like, well, I may not need it on the way toward the gas cans, but I might need it on the way back. And it's really I don't believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure if you don't kill a witch in the daytime, it'll be there at nighttime, and I think that's awesome.
yeah, I forgot about that. The like how there's a bunch of bunch of witches at the sugar mill, which I think is a really
Yeah,
interesting concept. Except when
I like Hard Rain a lot.
Yeah.
I will.
And-
I'm completely fine with it as long as it's not below A tier.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
didn't notice before until someone mentioned a few years ago. But during the day, which is like to wander, but during night they kind of sit down
They
and
sit down.
stay.
Yeah,
And you can see that in the campaign. Like
yeah,
they're
that's
still-
awesome. It's the only campaign that lets you experience that.
So I want to say, I don't know. Like it is really good, but the rain kind of sucks. Even though I like it, and there's nothing wrong with trying to parkour your way, but I've been in lobbies where people don't realize that and they just trudge through the water, get left behind, die, and quit. So, but I wouldn't. I don't. I'm kind of torn now of where I want to put it.
Well,
I would put it. For me, I would put it behind Dead Center.
okay, Nick, where would you put it? Would you put it in A or S? Or would you put it somewhere lower? Maybe he has a hot take. Maybe he doesn't maybe he secretly hates his map just like Salt.
Yeah,
And
it's
he's
pretty
just
okay, I
forced to play it
guess.
because we string along.
Eh, probably behind dead center just because of the fucking
Fair.
rain at the bottom. You have to backtrack.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Yeah, and
Well, I
plus,
mean,
plus
I'm-
like at the town we get to, you were forced to go through the water.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it in A. I don't have an issue.
The Parish. Well,
Automatic S tiers. Like,
I think
Boo,
the Parish.
Parish!
I think I this map so and no, I'm kidding. This is probably the
He's
second
doing
best
Morse
campaign in
code.
all of Left 4 Dead.
I like it a lot. I'm kind of indifferent to the finale because on some runs it's pretty smooth, and some you can't get over that hump.
okay,
And, yeah.
I would argue that it's probably the best finale just because it's so different from all the other ones.
Yeah.
Like having to just run across the bridge instead of just hold out.
Yeah.
It tests your ability to use your supplies. Like,
On the go.
yeah, like you could take pills or you could take adrenaline for faster like running speed. Do you take like a Molotov, boom pile, or pipe bomb, like that kind of thing? What weapon?
Yeah.
Like all of this
Yeah.
matters
The-
to how fast you can get across the bridge, and that's what I love about it.
I think it's also really really rewarding because it doesn't like it can be a little like messy because of RNG, but that's like a thing that happens with every finale or just every map in general. I think it's really cool you get like double the medkits in the finale because it really like lets you it doesn't make you feel like you're at a disadvantage when you start that. Like if let's say you don't have enough medkits for everyone to be in the green health when you start that chapter, it doesn't matter because you have double the medkits. So you're guaranteed to have the whole team good to go for that finale. And the fact that there's a scripted tank means that you can like you said, you can think about what resources you want to grab, but you're always going to want to have something for the tank. So you can't just like use your Molotov at the beginning of the chapter to get rid of the first wave of zombies. You need that Molotov, or you need that pipe bomb for the chase section, or you can throw a mobile, or you can take an adrenaline and save it for the end, or you can take pills to get through the halfway if you like get low on health and use the medkit either after or before the tank. Um, I think there's a lot of options, and I do agree that it is probably one of the better finales.
Yeah.
Uh, Another thing I didn't think about, but I just remembered, like when we played last time, playing on a harder difficulty made me realize it also depends on teamwork too. Because, like,
Yeah.
yeah, that sounds obvious, but like the thing I noticed is like two of us were carrying pipe bombs and two of us were carrying Molotovs. So it's like if you plan with your teammates to carry specific things,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
can change the outcome of whatever.
Team leader represent. Sorry.
So I
Because I don't mean to toot my own horn here, but I was trying to coordinate us for that part because that tank sucks a lot. And if one person goes after like just thinks they can run around the tank and then go for like the bridge, that activates the finale and that screws everyone over.
I was
Yeah.
blackout drunk. I don't remember when we played, honestly. But I think it was pretty good if we managed to beat it. But
Yeah.
as much as the finale can get probably a bit frustrating if you're not prepared or you're playing with randoms, it is the most unique and probably I want to say the best finale. And the freaking bridge blows up, so
Yeah, that's pretty
epic.
cool.
But again, the atmosphere, even though it's daytime, it just has that that foreboding, just kind of, I don't know, forebodingness, if that's a real word.
I think
it's kind of lonely sometimes.
after Dead Center, it's the only other Left 4 Dead 2 campaign that really like reminds you of the world building that was established in Dead Center, because Sita comes back in that one, and
Mhm.
you like the checkpoint area, you see that there was like obvious they were trying to obviously file people and like section
Mhm.
them off, and there's like bodies on the ground that are burned. Like that checkpoint by itself has a lot of suggestions as to what happened or how they handled the virus. And the like especially like even on the bridge, like the fact that there's a dead soldier on the bridge, and like freaking the helicopter, and they're taking survivors, and it's like, well, it really makes you wonder what actually what is happening to other people in that world, and we'll just never know, because Valve doesn't, you know honestly, it's
It's
cool that we
very
don't know,
ambiguous.
because it leaves us wondering to this very day.
What happened? And I think
The
also
other
on the map.
thing,
Oh.
sorry,
Okay.
go ahead.
No, I was just saying you can also hear gunshots in the distance
Yeah.
too, which is pretty cool.
That's something all the campaigns do, and I love it for that. But I mean, that amplifies my love for these games.
Oh,
But I was gonna say the other thing about the radio is like if you leave it playing long enough without responding, is the amount of info you get from
Mhm.
that.
yeah, you do get a ton of lore. Also, the fact that they have jets bombing the city is like, the military has like jets. Like they're still capable of piloting aircraft. Like that could mean that they have a carrier possibly. Like the giant ships that the US has, that has
Yeah.
all those like jets, and like there's a lot of implications behind them having aircraft still working.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, cause
even though it's only like what 4 weeks into the infection.
yeah,
Four-
I think it's
5 weeks,
mostly
4
like the
weeks.
north and south that's been affected.
or
We
something.
don't
I
know
don't
about
know.
the west.
But it's really wild, because we know it's an airborne quote unquote flu, because it's not really a flu, it's actually a virus that kills people pretty quickly and mutates them pretty quickly, as we see with the special infected. So the
Mm-hmm.
fact that, and we've been through plenty of military areas in Left 4 Dead 1 especially, and we see how quickly infected tear them apart. So the fact that there's even like the fact that they're even still around by the parish is insane. That has a lot of implications. Like, it's weird. It's funny. Like, we're talking a lot about the campaign and the gameplay, but this is the one we've spent the most time talking about the world building, and I think that says a
Mhm.
lot about it.
Map wise, it has the best world building I've seen. It's just so
I
good.
It's just so hard because it's like No Mercy is fucking great. Like in the context of the first game alone, like going from the opening cinematic teaching you how to play
Yeah.
to No Mercy being connected like right after is really fucking cool. Like that was a cool experience to like see. But I don't know what it is about the parish, but I just love it. And it like I kind of want to say I like it more than No Mercy, but I don't know. They're both so good.
Honestly, yeah.
It's so weird because No Mercy is like the first campaign in the first game and it's the best one.
Yeah.
But for Left 4 Dead 2, it's the last campaign and it's the best one.
Honestly.
I think I still prefer No Mercy, to be honest with you.
Ooh.
But it's kind of like, I think we can agree that the parish is in the top two.
I
Like,
want to say like right here, just because
Yeah,
Right behind it.
that's fair.
No Mercy is also kind of it's kind of a map where it's easy to just kind of like to hop in, do you finish and you're done. Like the Parish
It's
kind of takes
fun to
more
speed
time.
run.
Yeah, and Parish I
it's
feel like
really
you've done.
difficult, because I think both of those campaigns are the best like standalone campaigns. Like, if you were to exclude every other campaign like from the game, and
Mhm.
you only gave people like two campaigns to play, I think those are the best, because like Cody said, the cinematic from No Mercy into the actual campaign, really really good. It's probably the one you should start with if you've never played the game.
Mhm.
In the parish, well, there's a reason it was the demo stage, or like stage. There's a reason it was the demo campaign, because of how good it is.
Mhm.
I mean, speaking of the demo, like it didn't even phase me that you only got a few chapters. Like it was so good to just replay, and that was like
Yeah.
the only thing I played on my Xbox for like the first couple weeks when
Yeah.
I did
I
any
remember
game.
I played the demo so many times until I had enough money to buy the actual game. And it just felt so rewarding to like, because when I got the game, that was the first thing I did is I loaded up the Parish because I wanted to play the rest of it. And I was not
Mhm.
disappointed.
True. And I gotta say, I think it has one of the best posters in the game.
Yeah, it's really
I
cool.
feel like I don't know. It's just so iconic because when people they'll like make a video and they'll Google Left 4 Dead 2. I always see like the Parish like pose all the time whenever I see like a Left 4 Dead 2 video or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You know what's funny is we're giving this map so much praise, but the next one.
okay, video over.
All right, this is the best map ever. Above
Ooh,
everything
yeah.
else, above your mom's car.
Make a new one.
Shout
Yeah.
out Tupac. Wait.
What?
Oh, I can't go back. Oh shit.
No,
Um,
no.
Okay.
It's good, but there's just like,
I want to say
oh.
It's
for a meme, but like
if we're
mm,
being critical, it's not the worst thing.
Yeah.
Like I think the problem is it's kind of like pushed as like an official campaign.
yeah.
And when you compare it to all the others, it's just not good. And I think The Last Stand really hurt it more because of that. Because The Last Stand
Mhm.
is so much better, even though that was like a fan campaign and they added that. But
Uh-huh.
it's just the pacing's so
Hey,
weird.
what's going on, guys? And today we're going to be going over the Cold Stream and why it is the worst Left 4 Dead 2 campaign of all time. So with that said, let's get into this map. This map fucking sucks. It's so fucking bad. I hate every fucking chapter of it. It's a miserable experience through and through. The fact that there's a crescendo at the end of every single chapter is like, who the fuck designed this? I know it's a community made map, but like that doesn't excuse it from being just bad. Anyways,
that was a pretty good bit, actually.
F.
Well, I somewhat kind of get some ounce of enjoyment from it.
This map wants to be the Parish so bad.
True. Honestly, like that, like really, that sort of like been that ounce of enjoyment. It's just because I don't really feel like playing the other ones because we played so much. So let's mix up a little bit. Let's play Cold Stream. But I will say a crescendo after every chapter is a little excessive. Some people like it, but I don't. So I just-
okay, I want to spit some positives. The
Good.
setting is not that bad. Like I think it could have
Yeah, I
been really
guess.
fucking good. Like
Yeah, I will give it
it's
that.
okay.
I guess.
There are problems, obviously, but
Yeah, like
like
its existence.
God.
the setting itself is not
Sorry.
bad. Like just the like woods, like that, like mountainous
Somebody say my name.
terrain is pretty cool. Like I don't think we really had much of that. I think the only ones I could think of are like a couple Left 4 Dead 1 campaigns, but it didn't really use it as much as Coldstream.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, like the crescendos are there just to like add longevity to the chapters when it doesn't feel natural. It feels artificial and like again having a crescendo after every minor thing is fucking stupid.
The crescendo at the end of the first chapter
Yeah.
is so dumb. They literally just pop out endlessly for no reason. Like what are you doing to alert them?
It-
What breathing?
I mean, the
And-
helicopter noises.
True. And
No. In
You
the
give it
first
that.
chapter,
Oh,
you just move a rock and you're like, oh.
was it the rock, or am I thinking of the little?
like the
Sewer
giant
thing.
like
It's
the
a
giant
bunker.
gate that you lift up. Yeah, the bunker. But like, they just swarm out endlessly for no reason.
Oh yeah.
I think my least favorite is just the one where we have to go in a giant sewer downstairs to the safe room, and it has
Yeah,
the same
because it's so
the spawns, and
Yeah, and plus the water drags you, so if you're down, you just fall to your death at the end.
they mass
Yeah.
spawn in the safe room too. I think we've seen that before, and we know how how we feel about that. But
It's just weird because it's like when I think about it, there are things that are good. Like I don't know.
All right,
Yeah.
you want to hear me say something good about it? What chapter is? Oh, the third chapter. Yeah. I think crossing the bridge is kind of cool, and then going down the bridge is neat. And that's it. I don't like going through the giant fucking car alarm because it's so dumb.
that doesn't
Um,
matter because
Okay.
it'll go off
Like
anyway.
it wants to be the parish so bad. And
You
then
know
I
what?
like the safe room. I like the safe room before the finale. That one it looks kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I actually like that the bridge and going through the car lot, but I mean, yeah, it's like I don't know. It sounds like I'm trying to be like I
He's a
like it
Coldstream
and I'm trying to
sympathizer.
defend it.
No.
I
I
I
respect you. I respect you're trained to be more objective. I've just
yeah,
had such terrible experience with this map that I can't see any merit in it anymore.
it it's definitely the lowest ranking campaign. That's for fucking sure. Actually, no, I'm gonna be controversial. I
Oh.
would play that over Swamp Fever.
Ooh. Just because of Duck Dynasty, I
I'm
know.
If I'm being honest, I fucking hate Swamp Fever. At least with Coldstream, it's more apparent where you need to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
I do want to
Yeah,
say it is
fair.
really fucking funny to play the map for the first time with someone and the tank on the second chapter throws the rock and they just look up and are like, what the fuck? And they go
They just
down.
get squashed. Yeah, it's a pretty good.
It's
Actually.
so funny. Like, huh?
In a twisted kind of way, I kind of like the finale. Well, okay, the end of the finale, just because a tank comes and you don't know if he's behind you, and it's like a race of who can get to the helicopter first, and everyone else dies.
Yeah,
I
to
don't
be
know.
fair, Coldstream's finale is so balls, but it's kind of funny in the sense that
75% of it's like
it
a
becomes
yeah,
every man for himself.
Mhm.
Yeah.
75 or the Coldstreams. It's like the Parish finale light, but worse. I don't know. It's just
The problem with Coldstream's ending is you have to go through so many corners. So you get, you know, you get stuck more often than if the parish, it's a straight shot. It's a straight
Yeah.
line, and it's more about how to use weapons and your gear to its advantage. But
Yeah.
with Coldstream, it's kind of like a maze. And so it's like you have to be aware of your corners.
yeah.
The worst part of Coldstream's finale is that it does not have as many supplies as many guaranteed spots with supplies as the parish. Like, because the parish has the top of the highway or the top of the bridge with the jeep. It has the truck and that's it. But regardless, that's two guaranteed places where you will always find items. Coldstream just has the little canoe when you drop down the waterfall, and that's
Yeah.
it. And it's usually just a gun. It's not like a med kit or for at least from what I remember, it's not anything mind blowing. It's just like a supplementary item or a gun that you don't need.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think I said all the opinions I have. Like, I know it sounds like I'm like, oh, this is actually not as bad. It should be like C tier. No, uh, it's
It's just
D tier.
okay.
Yeah, It's not the worst thing I've played. I've definitely played worse. But
Yeah, best I can give it is just it implicates that it came from the parish, because like if you look
Yeah.
behind you, you can see the chopper
True.
I
and
tried.
and the ending. That's kind of it. There's no witches either.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
No
that. It has no
witches.
witches
Bruh.
Yeah.
for no reason. No, I actually no. I know there is a reason, but I don't remember. It feels really artificial that they couldn't put witches in there because other community maps have done that. So it's weird.
We just gotta find mods that just make this map better.
Cool shame, but only witches.
Yeah.
No, it's because witches went extinct after the parish, obviously.
They
Yeah.
couldn't find sugar. Sorry.
Save me
Well,
some
best I
sugar.
can
Wait.
think about it is for them
No.
not being there. It's just the middle of the woods.
I think there are witches in it.
No,
I
there's
guess
not.
we'll have to play it.
No?
I guess and find
I
out.
could have sworn I've gone
Join
down
us.
to a witch.
Join us on October 31st, where we will be playing Cold Stream.
24
at-
hours, no rest.
Only games.
Where we will be playing
donation
Cold
to
Stream at
charity.
night because that map is horror.
We
Just
will
to find
do it
out
for
if witches are
charity.
in it or not.
24
Bits are
hours
welcome.
stream.
Donations are accepted.
Yeah.
Just saying.
All the
stream-
money we earn from the stream will be going to charity.
Called my wallet.
Wait, hold on, no, don't say that because we are not legally
Yeah,
and
no, no,
financially we are
we
not
can't.
actually supporting a charity. We wish we could, but we do not currently have that.
As per the
Yeah, we're
law,
not
I have
Markiplier.
to tell you.
We're not Corey Kenshin.
Sorry.
We're not Mr. Beast.
They're good hearts for that, but I'm not saying we're all good heart. Okay, you know what? Just cut the video. Cut the video.